gonna do one more quickie here. It ain't on no record. It almost was on Orange Blossoms, but it sounded too acoustic to me. It didn't sound like it belonged on that record. Maybe it'll make it on the next one. Okay, this is a song I wrote a couple years ago. I'm terrible with dates, times, places, but it was, I think it was the year before Katrina hit. Three or four hurricanes came across where I live in Florida, and this particular storm, I don't remember the name, lasted 40 hours, and usually it's 6 to 8 hours it's done. It's like you wake up and the wind's hurricane force, you go to bed, you wake up the next day and the hurricane and the winds are still hurricane. Mine does the same thing. Sorry. I was like, cut it off. I did that before. Playing on the radio and my phone started ringing on the radio. Anyway, you wake up again, the wind's still hurricane force, you go to bed, and the next day it's still hurricane force when you wake up. So after a while it starts to get to you. My dad told me about that when he was a youngin', how it can get to you a little bit. But to me, I walked outside and I lost a couple of big oak trees and a couple of full-grown pecan trees. But at the same time, you know, there was something beautiful about the sky then and the way the air feels, especially in Florida. It's 100 degrees outside, and when a hurricane comes across, the temperature drops down into the 60s. But then at the end of the day, the main thing was it made me feel so small, and like nothing I do is important, which is the truth, the closest to the truth that I'll ever know. That nothing that anybody does really is that important, especially as important as television would have us all believe, at least. So I wrote a little song. It's called "The Hurricane," and it's it's about how unimportant I am. Ain't no rocket fast enough when he opens his mouth. Ain't no wall that's thick enough. Ain't no shelter safe enough when he opens his mouth. I felt the wind blowing, I felt the rain come down, I felt the peace within, I can never be without. Right on. Ain't no science smart enough. Ain't no levees strong enough when he opens his mouth. I felt the wind blowing, I felt the rain come down, I felt the peace within.
be without. Right on, right on, right on, right on.
Thank y'all for coming out here this afternoon, early evening. My time change. We're gonna play tonight down at the Handlebar.
Thank you, JJ. Great. Thank y'all for coming.